Hey guys, Anarchus here, playing some Minecraft on the Cosmos server. I fixed Sicken sign. Sicken went crazy with the signs, labeling everything, which is good because I get lost sometimes in this mess. Anyway, so what do I have planned for today? Well, not fighting this guy, hopefully. I've been working on the pirate base. Yes, sir. It's coming along. I did some cool stuff with the stone walls. Trying to make them have an aged appearance. I'm not finished. I actually have... well, I don't have a crafting table on me, but I have another detail to add. Hang on. I should have brought a crafting table. Let's go get a crafting table. Exciting. Or I could just make some steps, but... let's see. Stone steps. And... I'm going to make just a few. I had this idea. I was thinking about this last night. I worked on this, well, late enough last night, and holy crap. We get dark space downstairs. I worked on this last night, and I put a lot of effort into it, and then I did a redesign, and it's been an ongoing process. I'm going to explain kind of what I have in mind when we get up on top of my dirt crow's nest, and we can take a look from above. But what I've been trying to do is build the base of what might have been a medieval castle. And because they didn't update their fortifications as gunpowder got introduced into the, with pirates and whatnot. The castle fell, and the pirates kind of made a new a stronghold out of the ruins of this place. And being, the southern tip of the continent, it's a great place for trade, so it's a great place for pirates to kind of try to take hold of the trade industry. So I was thinking, let's go take a look at how that looks. I was thinking some chip stones and whatnot on the corners. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That's what we gotta do. Yep. Even though there's a bit of a lighting glitch there, I don't mind that at all. I think that looks pretty good. So I think what I need to do is kind of intermittently replace some of the blocks and whatnot with even this one here. And it doesn't matter whether I put them upside down or upside right. Just, well, that's a little too even, isn't it? Let's go up a little bit more. Some dirt scaffolding. You just kind of give the edges of the towers kind of a broken look. Actually, we could even do it in the tower itself. If we wanted to have a, kind of a chipped stone or whatever. A missing brick. Now this is I'm gonna show you guys kind of what my process is for for doing this work. It's very slow. But these walls, I want to talk about these walls. These walls are so boring. Like, it starts out with just a brick wall, which is pretty boring from afar and up close. But then I found even after I added all this detail work, it looks nice, but it's just too smooth. So I want to kind of make it look like it's crumbling, Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was just talking to Samuel. He finally logged in and... found my prank. I filled this house with copper on Feed the Beast solid blocks. Anyway, so I like this. It looks like it's crumbling. That's exactly what I was going for. So that's going to be something I'm going to carry on around the entire build. And then as the top of the wall gets completed, I'm going to have it broken up in sections, like it's falling apart. Be it from cannonballs or whatever. Anyway, let's go up. Now, explain my vision. From up here, it doesn't look like much. But it is a lot, and this is a very tall tower. But it's the only way to get a good overview of the layout that I've been working on. Now, this layout, I've kind of redone it 3 or 4 times now, and that's why I've kind of switched over to netherrack, easy to break. So you can see basically what I'm going for is the crenellations of the battlements, but it isn't really. It's probably would be the base of a wall of a medieval keep or castle, perhaps. But I'd say this is more of a keep. And we've got giant crenellations. You could say maybe they were approaching the age of firearms and modified the walls and whatnot to, or maybe they're just used to being sieged, so they have spaces for ballista and catapults and whatnot. In fact, it'd be cool to kind of build something like that up here, but it's a square keep, and it has one giant round tower. I may put the runes of smaller square towers in the other corners, I'm not sure. So I have to carry this wall structure around the entire perimeter, and that tower as well. And the problem I'm going to have is that, like, I really played around with the width of this quite a bit, and I wanted more width for some of the buildings that I want to place on here. But now I've overlapped the mountain quite a bit. So I think I'm going to have to try to re-landscape the mountain to match up, which is unfortunate. A real engineer would have, molded the castle to the mountain, but these mountains are pretty narrow. There's lots of them, but we have this valley in between these two pieces, so I'll probably try to join them over there to that tower and then just fill that in. So this tower is going to remain intact. I figure when this place was sieged, first of all, it would have been a mixture of wood and stone, so, the first things the pirates would have done, they would have burned the place, firing whatever they could to light it on fire. But the cannons would have taken down any stone structures over here, towers, whatever. So all I have to have is pretty much the base, the ruins of what would have been left. This tower may have been left intact, although it is kind of facing the sea over there. But I'll keep that one mostly intact, and it'll provide a good overview for looking over the rest of the lands over here. And then I'm thinking I'm going to try to dress the walls up with vines and put some leaf blocks and whatnot on the hills, or potentially leave the hills. I might even remove the dirt and see what kind of like just a sheer rock face would look like up here. But I don't know. Knowing me, I'll probably go leaves and vines. So I'm gonna bring this up another at least 2, maybe 4 blocks. We'll have to see. Just to kind of get a little height, because it does get a lot higher over here. Oh, geez, I'm going to have to come up more than 4 blocks. Yeah, I'll probably want to bring it up to this height here. So that's 1. I need chicken. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, at least 4 blocks. Just so that it has, some height. Not that people would get up the mountain easily. They'd probably get shot full of arrows before they get up here. And then on top of this thing, I have to fill it all in. And on top of this thing, what I'm going to do is the pirates, what they would have done is used wreckage from ships and whatnot to put up kind of a wood pirate fort. So it'll be pieces of wrecked boats and what do they call them, flotsam or whatever, and wood buildings and stuff like that to have a place for their piratey stuff. So what I'm going to do today is just kind of put up a couple of walls on camera so you guys can see kind of me, and I don't know if doing it at night is a really good idea, mind you, but put up a couple of walls just to give you guys an idea on what it's like. Actually, I put up this piece of wall here. It's like pretty boring, actually. Maybe what I can do is deck... Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. I put my bow away. Where you at, creeper? Yeah, you stay down there. Don't look at the Enderman. A bit dangerous. I didn't really light it up very well out here. Let's wait till morning, and then I'll show you kind of the process for aging one of these walls. And that'll be the only time I probably show it on camera, because it's a bit tedious. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. So we've got some daylight, so let's take a look at how I age a wall. I'm going to use just this little segment here, because once you see this done, it's just it's slow, it's busy work. So all I do, once I have a wall done, first thing I try to do is eliminate any exposed dirt blocks like this. I don't mind them on the corner so much, but we don't really want them, you know, we don't want it to look like this tower is just sitting, floating on dirt. That would be a huge problem if our castle was built like that. I won't bother over here if that's not where we're gonna work. So, and then with that done, the next thing I do is pretty much just bust it up. Now I kind of go up in layers and I just randomly bust stuff. Doesn't matter if it's big pieces, that's okay. So, because we're gonna do some smooth stone. Now the thing about this wall is it isn't quite complete. It probably needs a few more layers on it, but just to show you guys what I'm doing, this is good enough. Now this is a small, ooh, I didn't mean to do that. This is a small piece of wall. Normally I probably don't do this much detail, but at the same time I find with this kind of work you can't really make any mistakes. Like, it's pretty hard. There we go, right? The idea is the stone is worn and eroded and weathered and whatnot, and it's smoothed right out. And then the next thing I do is I try to put in a few pieces of cobblestone here and there. Especially I like it towards the where the intersecting pieces would be. So there's good. I think we'll put one up there. Just pillar up a bit. You can see how time consuming this actually is. We'll put one there. Actually, I'm going to put brick there. And then I often put in a cracked brick close to the cobblestone just to show, you know, there's damage here. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. I don't know how that's going to look. This is a subtle kind of stone. No, I don't like that. It's the first time I've actually put in a piece of cracked brick and not liked what I saw. It's not a big piece of wall. It doesn't need a lot of cobblestone. And that's basically what I do. So coming around to this side, you know, we basically do the exact same thing all over again. Just bust it up, especially trying to take out corner bits. Although I will go over this again now that I've kind of played around with steps. I just don't have any on me. And try to replace some of the little pieces and whatnot with steps. I love the way that looks. I find also joining these pieces is not a bad thing, because like when we're talking about smooth stone, at least with the Faithful texture pack, it's not a bad thing when you join it like that. Like so. Maybe a bit more here. Man, Shadow Wisp is having connection problems. Oof. Alright, take a look from the bottom. Nope. And now I've made a mess of it. Okay. Let's try this. And try to make it random. I don't want to have, like, I have a habit of doing things in a symmetrical way. And in this particular situation, that's the last thing I want, is any symmetry to this pattern. So that's not bad. A few cobblestone blocks here and there, and maybe a few more cracked stones. I could put one here. Maybe one here. And I might change this later for brick. Or, steps, cobblestone steps. And let's put one up there. I don't have any mossy cobble. That's not really an option at this point. But I do have some mossy brick. And I could use that. I've been trying to save the mossy brick for parts of the castle that were like right next to water. So the outer edge on that side, it's going to have mossy stone as well. That looks a lot better. I mean, that just looks That just looks unrealistic. Like, what castle would look like that? Even brand new, they wouldn't look like that. It wouldn't take long before the stones are damaged. So that is my process for aging this thing. And then afterwards, or I might try to make it part of my build process. I'm going to try to carry some steps around with me. And then I can just do another kind of render, or I can just do another round of modifications, putting in some steps and whatnot to have broken stones, which I really like the look of that. So that's where I am so far. I'm building the base for my pirate fort. A time-consuming process, but to build a good building, you have to have a good foundation. So that's what I'm starting with, and I kind of want to live in it already. Just looking at it from this angle right here, it looks so great. So if you like this series, let me know. Post something in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you're interested, so that I'm motivated to keep recording this and definitely having fun building on here. There's a lot you can do with vanilla, and even though I don't have a jetpack, I'm managing to pull it off with relatively few deaths. We've got UHC mode still on. And we will see you guys again next time. Bye, everybody.